Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Today I wanted to do a review of this brand new 92 rated Flashback Coutinho. This card looks like absolute fire, but the question is he worth it? Well, that's what we're going to try to find out. We're going to take him into a couple Foot Champs matches, see how he performs, and I'm actually going to play with him on my alt account because I can make him more of a focal point of an attack. I didn't want him to get lost in the shuffle playing with all of my better players, so we'll see how he does out here. According to Footbin, his cost is right around 400,000 coins, which I think is fair for the card you're getting. But before we begin, if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. First and foremost, we'll take a look at the stats, and these stats look amazing. The first thing that jumps out at me is the dribbling. 97 dribbling overall with 99 agility, 99 balance, 98 ball control, 98 dribbling. But then we have maybe the one possible weakness of this card, 85 composure. That could be a problem. Hopefully it will not be. Strength of 62 is also maybe a small problem, but I think it's going to be fine. Like I always say, you can't knock him off the ball if you can't touch him. So, I think Coutinho is going to be able to move and wiggle and jiggle and get through everybody. I'm going to recommend the Hunter Chem style on him. Now, I know his acceleration is only going to get a +1 boost, but that's going to take his sprint speed to 97. It's going to really boost his shooting. It makes his shooting, near perfect. It's going to take attack positioning to 97, finishing 97, shot power 98, volleys 99. So, I mean, incredible shooting stats. The other thing, he does have medium attacking work rates, which could be a bit of a problem. But sometimes I even wonder, what do the work rates really do, especially on the attacking end. Sometimes I notice it more on the defensive end, but sometimes it feels like I play with a medium attacking work rate player and they're just really active, and sometimes I feel like I play with a high attacking work rate player and they just don't do anything. So I don't know. We'll see what he does. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, so I'll be curious to see what it is. But let's just take him to a match, and again, I'm going to play him as a striker. I think you can play him in the midfield. I think you can play him on the wing with that pace. So I think there's a lot of different things you could do with him, but curious to see what he'll do. Let's see what our first matchup is going to be with Coutinho. All right, so first match, we're going up against a Moments Hugo Sanchez. We've got Bamford, they've got a Ruben Diaz, they've got the Rodri. Overall, a good team, but certainly one that I'm hoping we can handle. Coutinho also has, I don't even think I mentioned that, has some decent defending stats for someone who was so attacking based. First and foremost, man, Coutinho feels good on the ball. This is just some left stick dribbling. Feels super good on the ball. That is nice. So Coutinho very responsive early off. I know that was a horrible pass. It was more just he was running out of stamina, but he felt really good just dribbling the ball. Always like to kind of take a little bit of time just with the new player on the ball and see how they feel. So good start already for Coutinho. Coutinho, here we go. First chance. Coutinho hits it into the keeper. Coutinho moving. That was some nice movement. We were talking about the work rate. So let's try the weak foot. Weak foot was on target. It wasn't the greatest angle, so I'm not upset that he missed it or anything. I just was mainly wanting to test out his weak foot. That led to a goal. That was some nice dribbling by Coutinho. Coutinho recovered, able to get the ball over. Ultimately ends up with CR6 getting the goal. Coutinho in space again. This is a good chance. That's one. Okay, there we go. Coutinho buried that one. That was one you want to see a card like Coutinho be able to bury. So Coutinho gets into space, able to bury that across goal. So a good first half overall from Coutinho. He did get the goal, and he kind of helped contribute to the first goal. So liking him so far. We'll see how he does in the second half. I will say, we were talking about the attacking work rate. It seems like he is very active on attack. So, again, I'm starting to wonder how much attacking work rates matter in game. There, I felt like it should have been a foul against him, but it's hard. It looks like it's hard to even get the ball off of him. That hurt a little bit. That's one I want to see Coutinho bury, so I don't know if that's coming down to composure or what exactly is, but I thought that was going to be a goal or a good chance for Coutinho at the very least. See if we can get it back to him. Coutinho. What is going on? That was some really nice dribbling. We were able to do the directional nutmeg. Got it onto his weak foot where we would like to see that goal buried. Especially with the 4-star weak foot. And I'm going to shake my head and give up a goal. Just kind of in shock that Coutinho missed that chance. There was some good movement by Coutinho. I wasn't sure he was going to bury that one. He hasn't given me too much faith in him, but there we were able to do a nice little dance in the box, get it onto his weak foot, and he did rifle that one in. It feels like his shot power is there, so sometimes that's another stat that can sometimes be weird. You can have high shot power on one player, and it seems like they can't shoot, and then the other one seems like they're shooting rockets. That was a pretty nice rocket shot by Coutinho. Coutinho not known for his heading ability, so wasn't the best chance in the world, but thought I would try that out. Coutinho's. I love you 1 minute, and I'm not sure about you the next. That one rifled off the post. I mean, he's making some amazing moves to get into some great space, some great dribbling, but then it seems like, okay, well, at least we get a post the other way. It seems like every time I'm kind of questioning if Coutinho can play, I end up giving up a chance on the other end. But Coutinho, I'm a little worried early. Coutinho looks like he's going to bury the winner late. Feels like at times that he is OP, beyond OP, and then others he's missing some chances. So he did end up with a hat trick in the game. I mean, I do try to force chances, but you see there 10 attempts. Going into our next match, we're facing another Coutinho, so it'll be interesting to see how another player plays with Coutinho. They've got a pretty strong overall squad, so let's see what we can do in this one. Coutinho, nice movement in. He just was able to pounce on that ball. It wasn't the greatest pass in from Henry, but the Coutinho latched onto it. That was the first real chance in this match, and Coutinho was able to bury that one. So that makes me feel a little better. Coutinho. I'm gonna have a love-hate relationship with Coutinho. I can kind of feel it already. He does some amazing things to get into those scoring areas, but that should be 2-0. And then we give up a goal to the other Coutinho, and that's, I'm getting frustrated and then allowing my opponent to score. It's like most of the goals we've conceded have been when Coutinho's missed something on the other end and then just not into it on the defensive end, because it's really frustrating at the moment. Now that's one. That is a great example of something there. Henry is nowhere near as responsive as Coutinho dribbling. Now Coutinho did make a nice pass in, but Henry, when you get him into those scoring chances, even that mid Henry bangs them in, just finds a way to score. And I think the overall shooting stats on Coutinho are actually better, but it's just something about the cards. I don't know. So I'm still, like I said, the shooting has me a little bit miffed. Coutinho may be the most responsive dribbler I've actually played with in FIFA, and, you know, dare I say, even more responsive than Neymar. And, you know, any of you guys who have been here for a while know how much I love Neymar. He's kind of like the gold standard of everything for me in FIFA, and Coutinho just feels, on the ball, feels as responsive as anyone. And that's what kills you too. Our opponent's Coutinho buries that chance. Our opponent's Coutinho has had 2 chances and 2 goals. So maybe Coutinho's okay. Maybe he's just not working for Pete Daddy today. I don't know. Again, Henry, a goal scorer, just able to bury one in for us. And there you go. There's another cracked card in the game. Van Bergen able to get free and does bury it. Coutinho gets the assist on that one as well. So Coutinho, nice. Presenting himself helps give us the insurance goal. Should see us through to the win in the second half of extra time. So it could be, I mean, I don't know still don't know what to think about the shooting woes that Coutinho has, because our opponent got 2 nice goals from Coutinho. We have been able to get goals from him, and he feels amazing. Maybe Coutinho's best role could be as a cam, or maybe even playing wide. Maybe you don't want him to be just your pure striker, but I don't know how responsive he is on the ball, though. I want him to be involved as much as possible. We give up a goal talking, but that, that's fine. We're pretty much ready to just see this one off, able to get that insurance goal, but still slightly undecided. We're going to take Coutinho into one more match and see what happens. So here we go, loaded into this match. We've got a player who's got Mbappe and Neymar. They've got that Acuna. They've got Elise Milou. A solid team. I think they even had that Royce. I maybe didn't even pay attention to Royce. So they've got some solid cards, but see, maybe Coutinho can be let free in this match. Come on, Coutinho. There we go. Coutinho, weak foot, able to get free, able to bury it. He made, I will say, we talked a little bit about the medium attacking work rates. It seems like Coutinho's very active in attack. I can't fault him at all. It seems like he's always available for a pass. Sometimes you have players like, for example, we've actually got De La Feu playing left mid for us, or actually, I guess he's playing left wing back, basically left mid, the way I've got him on Join the Attack. And I barely get the ball to De La Feu at this stage. And De La Feu was a card I really loved, but just as an example, I feel like I haven't seen De La Feu on the pitch at all, but Coutinho is always available for a pass. That is a really good sign of a card. Let me try out, see if I can get a finesse shot going with Coutinho. Would be curious to see what he can do on a finesse shot. Maybe that's all you need to do is just shoot the ball with Coutinho from a few yards out of the box. I feel like his finesse shots could be pretty OP. I haven't really played around with them up to this stage, but we say we're going to do it. We get one out there. And also just his dribbles to get free in space like that. I mean, that's not easy to do either. I will say Coutinho may be the most responsive dribbler I've played with all FIFA. And I've got the boosted Neymar. I've got the team of the week Neymar in my main team. And, Neymar is always amazing. I always love Neymar, but I think Coutinho is a little bit more responsive on the ball than even Neymar. Would have liked to have seen that one buried. But again, Henry just is a pure striker. So, I mean, you can kind of see the contrast between someone like Henry, who is that striker type, that when you get it into his shooting area, it's going to be a goal, and Coutinho. So, kind of have a mixture of the two between, or a contrast of the two when you see the two of them together. All right, Coutinho in space. I want to see this weak foot, Coutinho. I want to see this weak foot, Coutinho. There we go. Coutinho says, I'll see you some Henry and raise you a Coutinho. So that was pretty nice. Leads to the rage quit. I think that was coming, but that was a hat trick from Coutinho. That was a really nice finish at the end with his weak foot. Again, I don't know if you could tell, but the shot power from Coutinho, it is like a rocket coming off his boot. He really does have that shot power. I don't remember if it quite maxed out to 99 on shot power. We'll have to take a look at his stats again, but Coutinho, 3 goals. His second game with 3 goals, and I think he had 3 points in every match. So now we have to answer the question, is Coutinho worth it? And I have to give it a big, resounding yes. Even though we had a couple frustrations with his shooting, he was still one of the most responsive dribblers I've played with all year in FIFA. I would even have to put him up there with Moments Ronaldinho. He was that good on the ball, just silky smooth, responsive. You would go, he would move. It just was perfect. Very fluid. Loved dribbling with him. Now, as far as his best position, I would maybe say it could be as like a central cam. He maybe still could be a good striker. Maybe we just had a couple weird games that sometimes happens. I even have that on my main account with Moments Dalglish. It'll seem like there's a game where he just can't score, so maybe we just had one of those weird matches. But if you look at his stats, 3 weekend games, 7 goals, 2 assists, 3 goals, or 3-point per contribution per match. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. And as far as his stats go, I did want to check that out. He has 98 shot power. He's got 98 long shots, 99 curve. Is going to make those finesse shots, like we banged in that finesse shot goal from outside the box. Absolutely beautiful. So I have to say he is definitely worth completing. Let me know down below if you've tried him out, what you think of him. But if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe down below. Check the description, join my Discord server. But I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.